What's going on, guys? Trav here, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, let's talk some baseball. But first, I'm going to address the elephant in the room. Currently, I am recording this on my phone in a hotel room in northern Pennsylvania because I'm away for work this weekend, and this is kind of a time-sensitive video that I didn't have time to do while I was home. We're going to be talking about the MLB Playoff bracket and my predictions. I know I already missed the wild card round. I will go over my wild card picks. I know it already happened, but I'll let you guys know what I would have picked. I promise you it's not just picking the teams that would have won. I do have the bracket on the iPad, so I'm going to be referring to that, as well as I will maybe edit it into the video. I'm going to try and edit this video on my phone. Apparently there's a Premiere Pro app now on mobile, so we're going to test that out. Hopefully everything goes to plan and you guys are watching this video. I do want to make it known, if this is your first time watching one of my videos, I am from Philadelphia and I definitely have some biases. I don't know a ton about baseball. I know a little bit. I love my Phillies, and there will be some biases with that, of course. I'm doing my best, and most of the picks are just based on how much I like the teams and whatnot, not necessarily on how good they are. So let's get right into the picks. Let's start with the wild card games. We're going to go quickly. On the northern half of the AL side, we had the Tigers play the Guardians. The Guardians were the 3 seed and the Tigers were the 4 seed. My personal pick would have been for the Tigers, who did end up winning. On the bottom half of this bracket that I'm looking at, we had the Red Sox versus the Yankees. I was going to pick the Red Sox to win, so unfortunately I would have gotten that one wrong. Now let's talk about the wild card for the NL. On the top half of this bracket, it was the Reds versus the Dodgers. Realistically, I thought the Dodgers were going to win, which they did end up winning, but I was rooting for the Reds. Of course, the winner of that team plays my Phillies. Not having to play the Dodgers would have been nice, and obviously would have much rather played the Reds. At the bottom half of the wild card, it was the San Diego Padres versus the Chicago Cubbies. One of my best friends' favorite team is the Cubs, as well as I like the Cubs. Why not? So I would have picked them, and they did end up winning. PCA is a future Philly. Now, let's talk about the actual bracket and the DS games, the divisional series games. Starting with the ALDS again, we have the Tigers versus the Seattle Mariners. I won't lie, I would be fine with either of these two teams winning. Realistically, the Seattle Mariners have been really good, so I'm expecting them to win. We will see, of course. And in the bottom half of the ALDS, we have the New York Yankees versus the Toronto Blue Jays. Now again, me personally being a Phillies fan and just a sports fan in general, I was raised to not like any of the New York teams, so I will root against them no matter what. Let's go Blue Jays. I believe in you. Now let's talk about the NLDS. To start, we have Phillies versus Dodgers. I'm taking the Phillies. Not really much more to explain on that. Go Phils. And in the bottom half of that, we have the Cubs versus the Brewers. Now, I think the Brewers are overrated personally. I think they're highly overrated, and we're going to see that pretty quickly. So I got the Cubbies. So going back to the bracket, now let's talk about the championship series per league. Again, starting with the AL. I picked the Mariners versus the Blue Jays. Again, I have no problem with either team. Me personally, I feel like the Mariners are going to win, so that's who I'm picking. In the NLCS, I have it as the Phillies versus the Cubs, and you already know I'm picking my Philadelphia Phillies. This next one for the World Series might not surprise you based on what I've said so far, but let's talk about it. As of right now, I have the Mariners versus the Phillies, and of course, I'm going to pick my Philadelphia Phillies. They're going to win in 6, and we're going to be on Broad Street celebrating. I think the Phillies have a pretty good shot. I know them missing Zach Wheeler is a pretty big hit, but we'll see if the other pitchers can come through as well as the rest of the team. They just need to stay hot, and I think they got it. Just to recap, my 2025 World Series champions are the Philadelphia Phillies. Book it now. Again, it's just me going based off feeling, not really much analytics behind it, but I thought I'd make this video. Would be a quick, fun video. A little post-editing note that I would like to add in here. I am happy with any team besides the Yankees and Dodgers winning the World Series. That's kind of where I'm at in this playoffs. Just wanted to add that, as well as I kind of wish there was an all-Ohio World Series. That would have been funny. Now I have to figure out how to edit it on my phone. So that should be fun as well. That's going to wrap up today's video. If you did enjoy today's video, leave a like. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. I post at least 2 new videos every week. Let me know down in the comments who you think is going to win the World Series. I hope it's the Philadelphia Phillies, but again, we'll see. Red October is a great month for Philadelphia. Well, just the playoffs in general. Super fun. Looking forward to it, obviously, on the weekends that I'll be home and not working. Hopefully, we'll be wrapped up with this project soon. Thank you guys again so much for watching today's video. And with that being said, it's been your boy Trav, and I'll catch you in a video soon. Later.